Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another drop list video, the series where we cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's episode, we're going to be covering everything that is releasing in week 3 of Palace's Spring 2021 collection. And I've got my favorite, well, one of my favorite Palace pieces on to cover this Palace release, guys. But before we do that, there is two things I just have to apologize for. Number one is not covering the Kith Paris Monday program that released yesterday on time. I can still do a streetwear talk video for you guys if you want me to cover that release, and also for not covering the Der Schütze Dragon Windbreaker capsule that released yesterday as well. I'm really sorry for that, guys, but if you still want me to talk about it on the channel and you still want me to cover it in its own video, definitely let me know in that comment section below. Secondly, the thing that I want to apologize for is that I got the drop list wrong last week. As much as I was able to cover most of it on top of the collaboration with Stella Artois, Palace did actually release a couple items from its seasonal range in the weekly drop as well. There was nowhere that was really posting about the weekly drop. All I could find was the collaborative information. So unfortunately, I went on the assumption that that was the only things releasing that week, when actually there was some stuff from the seasonal range as well. The items that released in week 2 alongside the collaboration was basically a hoodie. So the Palace hoodie with the little logo on it. The square patch long sleeve, a little long sleeve with a square patch triferg from memory. The Palace shell 6-panel, it's a Palace 6-panel with Palace written in it in like the college text style. And basically a beanie, so the beanie with the small Palace logo on it as well. It was only 4 items, but maybe you were waiting for those items this season, so sorry if you guys missed out on them. They are still available on the Palace store, as they are not the hottest of Palace items releasing this season, so if you are interested in them, you can go pick them up still. But there we go, we're done apologizing, let's start talking about the drop list. So yes, guys, I will be using a Hypebeast article today to cover week 3. I have written down all the items that are releasing in week 3, and we're only getting 8 this week. A very, very small week compared to week 1, I mean, understandably, but also week 2 as well. Week 2 was a fat week, and now Palace is on the come down. Palace is like, we partied too hard for week 1 and 2. Week 3 is going to be a small one, but we do have some really awesome pieces in here that I can't wait to talk about. Let's head on over to that Hypebeast article now and start covering everything releasing in week 3. Here we are at the article, guys. If you want to check it out, it will be linked down in that description section below. I don't think we'll read much of it, but I think we'll just cover the release details for it. So Palace Spring 2021 Week 3 drop is set for both in-store and online releases starting February 26, 11 AM EDT. It's 11 AM GMT time. On the brand's official web store, and in Japan on February 27th, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time, and on the Palace Japanese web store, and on the Palace_Skateboards WeChat store, February 27th at 11 AM Chinese Standard Time. So it's releasing everywhere. Every normal Palace place that it's releasing there, 11 AM, whatever time zone it is for whatever region. But for me, if I wanted to pick it up, I'd be picking it up from the UK store, which would be 11 AM GMT time, which is close-ish to midnight Australian time. It's like 10 PM, I think at the moment, around that time. I could just convert it though and find out when it is. It's been a while since I've actually gone for a Palace drop, mainly because there hasn't been like a must-have item that I really want to pick up. But that's the release details for you guys. Let's dive into the pieces. So we have 37 images and 8 pieces in total. So a lot of these pieces are releasing in a variety of different colors. So let's hop in and start covering week 3. Now, to kick off week 3, we have an item that I was actually very keen for that appeared in the lookbook. What we have here is the Fleece Hoodie. That's its name. It comes in 3 different colors. It comes in the black, I'm going to say gray And I don't know what that third color is that's slightly like bluish gray, like the one that they use for the kangaroo pouch and this panel here, but whatever color that is, it comes in a white, light gray, and a cream. I think this is a very nice color combination. I like it. I kind of wish the logos weren't that dark though. Like I wish, like I know that the Palace logo that's embroidered on the chest there allows it to stand out, but it kind of would have been nice for them to pick a color that goes along with the rest of the piece. And then last but not least, we have this one here, which is the gray, blue, and cream, I guess. It's a weird color combination, but this is the one that actually piqued my interest from the lookbook. Look, it's a really solid piece. I like the use of color on the piece. I think the idea of having a Sherpa hoodie and Sherpa Palace logo on the chest is really awesome. I like its use of color, textures, and yeah, just overall silhouette. It's a nice piece. Honestly, I think this is the highlight of week 3, but I want to hear how you feel about it in the comment section below. But we'll head on over and have a look at the second piece releasing this week. Next, we've got another item that I was very keen on from the lookbook. They're blessing us with everything this week. They have not slowed down. Even though the week 3 is a small one, we're still getting a bunch of really good pieces this week. What we have here is the P-3 Chanel Crew. I honestly love this piece. It's simply just a Palace P with a textured embroidery P on the left hand breast there, and on the back it has a tri-fur consisting of just Palace facing 3 different directions. It's a steezy piece. It's single colored though, so ideally you want to pick up a color that's quite nice. I'm not a huge fan of banana yellow right here, so I think I'm gonna have to miss out on the banana yellow. The black is all right. I mean, if you just want a basic colored, if you just want a black one just because black's super easy to wear, then this is the Crew for you. Me, I've got enough black crewneck sweaters where I'm like, I don't think I need this one. Comes in a navy as well. I think the navy one's really nice. I don't actually have a lot of navy clothing in my closet, but it's pretty steezy. It's pretty solid. It comes in a red, but I have enough red in my wardrobe. Like, I don't need more red. We've got enough red, but it's still a nice color either way. If you want just a nice washed out red crewneck, I think this is definitely the way to go for that one. Next, we have a green one. I'm not a huge fan of green. This isn't one that was really speaking to me, but hey, maybe you're a big fan of green and you think this is super dope. Definitely let me know in that comment section below, but I will not be looking to pick up the green one at all. And last but not least, we have the gray. I think this is really nice, really easy to wear. I like the embroidery around the Palace logo. It just, I don't know, gray crewneck sweaters, you can never go wrong. Super steezy. But that is all the colors that is releasing this week for the P3 Chanel crewneck. I won't be picking up this item at all this week, but I just had to say it's a very dope piece, and hopefully if you guys are looking to pick it up, you can pick it up if you want it. Next, for the third item, we have a long sleeve crewneck. This is the shop drop shoulder long sleeve. So it features the Palace logo on the chest there and a dropped shoulder where the stitching is. So the premise of a drop shoulder is instead of the stitching being at the top of the shoulder, it's been dropped down halfway down the arm there. That's what it does. It allows for a more baggy, wider appearance, especially around the arm area, as the shoulder comes down to around here, so it's a little bit baggier under your underarms there. It also is very retro-fitting. A lot of 90s and late 80s crewnecks and just pieces in general had drop stitching. I think it just looks a lot nicer. Honestly, it's my preference. If a lot of clothing brands do drop shoulder stitching, I'm more on board with them. But this long sleeve, however, yeah, not so much. Not so much. Each different long sleeve has a different store's location on it. So the silver one is obviously the Los Angeles one. The black one is the London one. We have the, I would say, orange, but it's not your stereotypical orange. It's a very washed out orange. This one is the Tokyo one, and last but not least we have the New York one for the blue, which I think is actually really nice as well. It looks like the logo is embroidered onto the piece just by looking at the kind of texture that the letters have. It looks like it's embroidered up there. I mean, look, if you like a drop shoulder long sleeve with the Palace stores on it, this is for you. But it's not really doing too much for me, so I'm gonna leave that one there. On item 4, we have the giant button-up crewneck featuring a huge Palace logo just under the center of the chest there. It's not up the top, it's around about the center, really where the stomach is. Look, I think the logo itself is actually really cool. Where it says Palace in London, I think that's done really well. What I don't really like is a crewneck sweater with buttons on it. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way. When I just covered the Hypebeast Spring 1 2021 lookbook, it had a button hoodie and I was very about that. I still feel the same way when it comes to crewneck sweaters. Like, it's an unnecessary button, looks kind of whack. I would have ideally liked them to remove these buttons and have this huge logo just like plastered across the chest here. I feel like that would have been way better, but maybe you guys will disagree. Let me know if you agree with me down in that comment section below. But yeah, I feel like this is a miss. It could have been such a hit, but it was a miss. And well, that's on you, Palace. That's not on me, that's just my thoughts. But this one does come in a couple colors. It comes in the black with the orange, the navy with the yellow, a very typical Palace color combo there. And it comes in the gray and the blue, probably my least favorite color here. But I'm not gonna pick up this piece at all because they missed the opportunity. They could have had such a dope crewneck and they missed it. That's everything to really be said about item 4, unfortunately. For item 5, we have the Lightning Speed Beanie. This one comes in, I think it's 4 colors. It comes in this black, comes in the brown, comes in the gray with a little bit of pink lightning, and last but not least, comes in the orange with a little bit of black lightning. I like the color combination of this. It kind of looks very Halloween inspired with that color combination. I was a little bit thrown off by the gray and pink one, but yeah, I got really excited. I was like, oh my god, the lightning stuff's releasing this week, but it's just the beanie, unfortunately. According to this Hypebeast article, it's just the beanie, but a pretty dope piece. Look, I don't mind the black or the orange one too much. The other colors though, you can kind of miss me with those. At item 6, we have probably one of the grossest items I have ever seen Palace release. What we have is the Bless Up wool bucket hat. It's a wool mohair looking bucket hat that actually comes in 2 colors. It comes in this black and white one and this gross ass banana and turd color. It's just foul, man. That looks gross. It just looks like a rotting banana, actually. This looks like a hairy, rotten banana. And I mean, this actually looks like wool. It's just gross. It's just so foul, man. Just give me a normal bucket hat. Why did you have to go ahead and make a wool one, Palace? This is gross. Don't ever do this again, please. We tried it once. We tried it once in the Spring 2021 collection. Don't ever do it again. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about item 6. Item 7, we have the leather strap 6-panel. This comes in a couple colors. Unfortunately, we don't actually get to see the leather strap. You'll just have to visualize that there is a leather strap on the back of the cap. Comes in this nice, like, I don't even know. Like, it's a very soft color, but I really like the contrasting navy stitching on the front of it. And we've got it in just black and white, pretty simple. Nothing too crazy there. And then we've got it in a navy with a red. Yeah, honestly, that first color kind of popping though. It do be kind of popping, and if it's got like a brown leather strap on the back, I feel like that would complement the piece as well. Black and white, seen that 1,000 times. The navy and red, I mean, that's alright as well. I think that'll look kind of nice with the leather strap on the back of it, but yeah, that is item 7. Last but not least, because it is coronavirus time, I guess, we're in a pandemic, we're gonna get a face mask at some point in this season. We're getting basically a face mask, which comes in a nice little bag as well. So you get a nice little bag there for it. Yeah, look, I mean, it's alright. I mean, if you want a Palace branded one and you don't want a normal face mask, then you can get a Palace one. But for me, I'll just stick with the normal one. I don't think I need a fancy, smashy, you know, Palace one. I'm alright. But that is it. That is item 8. That is everything releasing in week 3 according to this Hypebeast article, guys. Hopefully we don't get shafted like we did last week and there's a couple surprise items thrown in there as well. But that is the whole drop list for week 3 according to Hypebeast. I've got to say, the first 2 pieces in the clothing were killer this week. And it's interesting to see that we're only getting 8 items this week. The rest of the week though, I can kind of miss out on. The hats were definitely a miss for me this week. I mean, that wool hat is... I'm gonna have nightmares about that piece, guys. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Don't even want to look at it. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions though, guys. What is your favorite piece that is releasing in week 3? Let me know down in that comment section below. But that's everything to be said, guys. That is all the official images, all my thoughts and opinions on, and all the release details to do with week 3. We've covered every single item that is releasing in week 3. Hopefully we don't get finessed and more items release in week 3 than what Hypebeast has said. I am quite surprised that it is a 8 item week, so I would keep my eyes and ears out just in case you hear that there's any extra items releasing this week, because it does feel a little bit odd having such a small week, but it also does kind of make sense with how big week 1 and 2 were. Anyway, we'll just have to see, guys, but that's everything that Hypebeast has said is releasing. I would love to know if you're going to be going for any of these items that are dropping this week. And of course, guys, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace weeks, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as we are also trying to aim for a new subscriber milestone this month of 2,860 subscribers. We hit our recent milestone of 2,850. Hopefully, with your continuous support, we can reach 2,860 subscribers. But that is everything to say in this drop list video, guys. We have covered everything releasing in week 3. So until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video, until the next Streetwear Talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.